Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. As you can see, according to the title, what we're going to be talking about, women, if you do this, is your man allowed to cheat? Is your man allowed to cheat? Again, we're dedicating this month, right? We're dedicating this month to women, to help women out, to give women perspective from men. I talk to a lot of men. I deal with a lot of men. I have to consult a lot of men, right? And I'm just giving you game. I'm giving you reality, truth, and how men perceive a lot of things, especially in modern times, because we have to deal with the modern spirit that's unfortunately on a lot of people, right? So we're going to deal with it. And again, I appreciate everybody that's liking and subscribing. The channel is up near about 200 new subscribers. So all praises to the Most High for that. We're trying our best to do our levels best to help people out, to help people to be part of this movement. And like I said, I appreciate all of the support that's been coming in. So women, if you do these things, is your man allowed to cheat? Do you think that anytime in a relationship, is it okay for a man to cheat? I want to hear what you think. I want to hear your take on it. Because a lot of women don't know what men be up against, what men have to deal with, what men have to come up against. A lot of women don't understand even what they have to deal with as it relates to being your man, being your man, right? And so a lot of times women, you move in a capricious behavior, and you allow a lot of time your whimsical mindset to dictate your actions, and not realizing that a lot of time your actions have consequences. Right? Sometimes it come back and bite you in your ass. In your ass. And a lot of women complain and cry. Oh, my man cheated on me. My man did this to me. But the question that stands to be answered is why? Why? Now, I do understand a dog is going to be a dog. Yes, a dog is going to be a dog. It's not no getting around it. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of things that you do as a woman, being in a relationship that pushes a lot of men to break rank, a lot of men to, understand me, not take being loyal serious. Take being loyal serious. And a lot of you women, right? And let's be real. Let's talk real. Let's talk truth and not feelings. A lot of you women, right? You talk about you want a man to be loyal. You talk about you want a man to be fully committed to you and you alone. But you out here like a sample at Costco's. You know, I don't know if you shop at Costco's, but when you go to Costco's, right? And you walk up a lot of these aisles, they got samples out there. And this is how a lot of you women are. You talking about you want a man that's loyal. And we get it. We understand that. You talk about you want a man to be fully committed to you and you alone. Yes, we understand that, right? But at the same time, right? The way you carry yourself, the way you conduct yourself, the way you move, you're like a sample out in the aisles at Costco. I see a lot of women, right? I see a lot of women often talking about, I'm that woman. I deserve a good man. I deserve someone to only love me and not be with nobody else. But when you start watching their lifestyle, watching the patterns, watching their behaviors, and you be like, what the hell are you talking about? You talk about you want somebody alone, you want somebody to be fully committed to you, but you literally moving and conducting yourself like you a sample in an aisle at Costco. Everybody got access to you. So what is you talking about? Right? And again, thank you to everybody that's in the chat. Let me know that the mic is on one. The mic should be A1 today. Right? The mic should be A1 today. Listen, how you present yourself. How you present yourself goes a long way. Go a long way. And you can't be presenting yourself as you're still on the market. And we're going to go deeper into this as you still on the market and expect that a man should be loyal to you and you alone. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. All right. And get the light. All of you that's in the chat right now, do me a favor, get the lights up because I need to be pushed. We need to get an algorithm. We need to break the internet. Because we're doing the good work over here. We need to break the internet. Right? Understand me. I want y'all to hear me, women. Understand me. I'm not making an excuse for any man to cheat. That ain't what Kuttah Spoken Truth doing over here. What I am doing is exposing your hypocrisy. Exposing your hypocrisy, right? And you can't be out here talking about and screaming that you want loyalty. I need a loyal man. I want a loyal man. But the way you maneuver and the way you move don't do nothing but incite lust. So what is we talking about here? Huh? You live lustfully. You don't move. You don't conduct yourself according to what you are asking out of man. No, it don't work like that. Okay? And again, I'm not saying it's okay for a man to be out here cheating. No, I'm not saying that. But women, there's some accountability that you have to accept. There's some accountability that you have to own up to. There is some reality that you have to face and understand that oftentimes you play a part in your man cheating. Whether it's directly, you being a pester, you being combative, you not being his peace but his storm, or whether it be indirectly in how you move and want to carry yourself out in this world. Okay? I'm not understanding why I only got one light. Let's get the lights up. Right? And some things we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about some things. Listen, modern culture has convinced a lot of you women to move off of the validation system. And you're not understanding this plays a big part in your man cheating. Plays a big part in your man cheating. Right? And let me say this. Let me say this. I know some of you are getting mad at me. Let me say this. If you could remember the title of this live, if you do this, is your man allowed to cheat? If you do this, is your man allowed to cheat? Now listen, if you wear makeup daily, is your man allowed to cheat? Talk to me. We're dealing with things directly and indirectly. If you wear makeup daily, is your man allowed to cheat? We're going to talk about this. We're going to go in detail with it. If you wear revealing clothes, I'm looking at you because there's crickets. Huh? Matter of fact, where am my button at? I don't know if y'all hear that, but I hear crickets. If you wear revealing clothes, huh? Is your man allowed to cheat? If you drive off of social media attention all day, day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out, is your man allowed to cheat? We're going to go deeper to this, okay? Right? Somebody say you only can give, yeah. And women, listen, y'all ask me. I got emails. I could bring up my emails on Alpha K email. A lot of women saying, can you help us out? Because we don't want to be out here cold. Can you help us out? We don't want to be lost out here. We want a man. We want a husband. And then a lot of women say, go look at the statistics. A lot of women saying when it comes to a relationship, what you want the most out of a man, I want him to be loyal. But you're not moving in a way where man is telling you they're going to be loyal, they're going to be fully committed to you. And I hear a lot of women. I hear a lot of women. Watch this. I hear a lot of you women. You're saying, well, he knew I was this way before he got with me. Let me say this. Do y'all hear that? Put it in the chat if y'all hear that. Huh? This is what a lot of women saying. Well, he knew I wore makeup every day before. Huh? He met me before he got with me. He knew I wore revealing clothes before he got with me. He knew, huh? That I like all of this attention from men. I like to be validated. I like to feel good about myself before he got with me. This is what I hear a lot of you women, I hear a lot of your spirit saying this. This is what you're saying. He knew this, but this is the kicker. This is the hypocrisy. You're saying you want a husband. You saying you want a man to take you serious. You saying you want to walk down the aisle to the wedding, right? But then when you get that man and that man is telling you, listen, I take you serious. I will be fully invested in this relationship. I'll be fully committed to you if you do this. So for you to be saying in your spirit, he knew this before he got with me. But damn it, do you want a husband? Do you want a man? Or do you still want to do all these things? I'm waiting for answers. I'm waiting for answers. Which one you want? Huh? Do you still want to move like you still on the market, or do you want a husband? Do you still want to be out on the parking lot where people come, oh, I want to test drive that car. Let me test drive a car. No, I don't like this car. No, it's something about this car don't feel right. Do you want to be that car? Or do you want somebody to say, listen, here goes $60,000, salesman. I want this car. I'm taking this car out the lot because this car is good for me. Do you want that, or you still want to be left at the car lot? And man is saying to you, like I said, I consult a lot of men because of my calling, my higher calling. I have to counsel a lot of men. I have to talk to a lot of men. And man is saying, women, listen, they will commit more to you if you will commit to their cause. I don't know how many times Kuttah spoken truth got to tell you, women, being exclusive is the backbone to you being in something solid. And a lot of women, right? Yeah, skin bone. You got so many, I don't know that's if that's what you're agreeing to, but you got so many women out here, they skin bones. They ain't nothing but skeletons, right? And want something lively when it comes to a relationship. Want something good working out for them when it comes to a relationship. And man is saying, listen here, I'll be fully invested. Huh? I would even fall in love because listen, a lot of guys, And this ain't about being soft. This ain't about being weak. This is not about being a beta. A lot of guys want to experience, whether they'll come out in a minute or not. A lot of guys want to experience that feeling of being in love. I'm just telling you the truth. A lot of guys want to experience that. Okay, that's not saying they weak. That's not saying they soft. Not saying they are beta. A lot of guys want to be able to look at a woman, be in love with a woman, and say, this woman is off the market. This woman is exclusive. Huh? I have something special. I can go out in the world and I can hold this woman up on a pedestal in the world and know that I have something good. I have a good gift. A lot of men want to experience this, but when they look into today's society and see how the modern woman is moving, they say, what the hell? I don't got nobody to choose. Every time I go to the car lot, all I see is every vehicle with a warning sign on it saying, you're buying this as is. I have no full coverage warranty. If I take this car off the lot, it's liable to break down, right? I'm going to waste my money. I'm going to be ass out. Even though it look good on the outside, I end up taking a chance and buying a limit. And women, this is what man is telling you. They don't want to take a chance on you because they are afraid, they are fearful that if they fully invest themselves with you, it's a possibility that you are a damn limit. And a lot of times, I hate to tell you, I don't like to, I'm giving this because a lot of you individuals that have some type of research job, and that analogy that I'm using when I talk about car lot, okay? And most of the time, a lot of cars depreciate. Depreciate. All right, what they say in the chat, man? Eric Smith, yes, you're right. If you buy a car as is, it is crap. But this is what men, Eric, is trying to tell women. Listen, we want to love you. We want somebody that's solid. We want somebody that can be my wife. I can go outside and say, this is my baby. But the reality of the matter is you're dealing with a lot of women and you got to take them as is. High mileage. Other words, high body count. The engine broke down. Huh? Engine light on. The engine is the life of the car. Right? The engine break down. Battery dead. The battery is the one that keep the car electricity going until it start running off the alternator. Battery no good, or alternator no good. That's these women mindset. The battery alternator is these women mindset. Women, this is what we're trying to tell you. You got so much trauma, and then when a good man, I'll just say a halfway decent man show up in your life, and you have the audacity to say, he knew I was like this before he got with me. Well, David, stay alone. What is your gripe about? What is your fuss about? What do you want? Do you want a man or you still want to be out here on the market? We need answers. Those of you that coming on, man, I appreciate it, man. Make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe button for your boy. Get the video out, man. Share it with your loved ones. Share it with your friends, man. We're trying to do the work over here, trying to do a movement, right? Women, I understand. Listen. Some of you wear makeup every day. Every day. And it's beyond me to know why. Right? Why? It's saying that statistics say over 70% of women admit to wearing makeup every day. And men are saying, we want you natural. We want you natural. And a lot of you women think that men is saying they want you natural. No, that's a psychosis behind wanting you natural. They want you to be your true self. Are you willing to humble yourself? See, a lot of women, you don't understand this. Taking that makeup off is your way of humbling yourself. When men, I'm talking about real men that got any sense, that got any reasoning, that move logically, Who is spiritually in tune, when a man see you with makeup on, they're seeing that as a prideful woman. But when you willing to take off the makeup, right? That's you telling your man, I'm willing to humble myself to you. I'm willing to come to you in my true self. And when I come to you in my true self and you love me and accept me, how I look, being basic. When I say being basic, because a lot of women, they 8s, 9s, 10s. When I say being basic, I'm talking about no makeup. When I come to you and you accept me as being basic without no makeup, right? Then there's no need for me to put on makeup, because makeup shows the world that you're still trying to get attention. That's why I know these women is insecure. A lot of you women, you're insecure. You're very insecure. Because if you got a man telling you, baby, you don't need that. I love you the way you is. So why in the world are you going to go out in the world, continue to wear makeup daily? When your man at home done told you, you don't need it. I love you. I like you the way you look. So if you continue to wear makeup daily and your man done told you, you don't need that, I like you the way you look, then what is that saying? Ultimately, you telling your man, okay, I appreciate that, but I got to put this on because I still want people to be mesmerized by me. I still want people to look at me seductively. I still want to be able to go out there and seduce men and get that attention and have them falling at my hands. And this is why I'm saying, if you do these days, okay, your man's telling you, I don't want you wearing makeup. You look beautiful as you are. And you say, no, forget what you said. I still got to put this makeup on because I want to be captivated. Why you want to be captivated? You already got a man. If you do this, is your man allowed to cheat? We need answers. And I'm not saying, I'm just trying to point out the hypocrisy. If you're going to wear makeup daily, even though you're secure at home with your man, and your man said, this is what I want. And you telling him, no, forget what you want. You may not be telling him with your words, but you telling him with your answer, man, fuck what you want. Okay, thank you, baby. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're happy with me, but I got to put this whole face on because I want to be captivated to the guys at work. I need to still feel good about myself. I need to go out there and still feel like I still got it. And because this is your mindset, whether you want to admit it or not, ain't no woman putting on no damn makeup talking about, I'm doing this for me. No, you're not. Because if your man told you, you look good just like you are in your natural state, you're not doing it for you. That's a damn lie. You're not doing it for you. You're doing it for what it brings you, for what it gets you, as far as attention and validation from other men. And because this is the case, we have to deal with truth right here. We have to deal with reality. Because this is the case, because you're doing it to be a starstruck, to captivate other men. Is your man allowed to cheat? I need answers. I need answers. Listen, 70% women, according to statistics, go look it up. You don't got to take my word. Over 70% of women admits to wearing makeup daily. Daily. And the 65% of that 70% said makeup helped them increase their confidence. What confidence do you need? Surely your confidence should be built off your husband. Should be predicated off your husband, right? Am I missing somebody? Listen, in the chat, let me know. If I'm missing something here, what confidence do you need? You already got a man. You already got a husband. You already got somebody that's trying to be loyal and committed to you. And you mean to tell me you still got to put makeup on to get confidence? What type of confidence do you need? Oh, confidence so you still can feel like the it girl with other men. Confidence so you can still feel like, yeah, I'm that bad beat. And because you move like that, I need answers. Is it okay for your man to cheat? If you're going to be doing this, going out there, okay, because it's cheating one way or other, you don't want to deal with, you don't want to deal with reality because you're breaking rank. If your man told you, your husband told you, don't put it on, you don't need to be doing it, and you go out there doing it anyway, listen, you're rebellion. You rebelling, okay? You're rebelling. And I don't want to hear it because I already dealt with the hypocrisy. I want to hear it. He knew I had worn makeup before this, but you said you want a man. You said you want a high-value man. You said you want a husband. And when he come into your life, the Most High sent him into your life, and he's telling you not to do this and that, and other than you still do it. Is your man allowed to cheat? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. Huh? Talk to me in the chat. I want to know this. And a lot of you, right? A lot of you, huh? A lot of you, right? You, like I said, makeup. None of one social media attention, validation. A lot of you women, you live for social media validation. You live for social media attention, right? And you try to tell, oh, I'm just posting this. I'm trying to get my page up. I'm trying to get a lot of likes. I'm trying to go viral. I'm trying to get my followers up. So sometimes, this is what you try to tell yourself. Sex sells. Sex sells. So I got to show, I got to wear revealing clothes. I got to show off a little skin. I got to, got to let my cleavage show a little bit. I got to wear a short dress to the point that, the bottom of my buttocks is showing because, sex sell. I got to get likes. I got to get followers. I got to get attention. But it's harmless. It's harmless. This is what you're telling yourself. You're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself. Let's be real. Because you want to know, huh? A lot of you women, you are caught up in digital adultery. A lot of you women caught up in digital adultery. Yeah, sex sale, yeah. But because you want to show off your body, you want to show off your booty, you want to show off your breasts, you want to post all type of beyond imagination pictures, because some days ought to be left to imagination. You want to show all this. Since that's the case, okay, you want to do it and your man say, baby, I don't appreciate you doing that. You got a man. You don't need to be showing yourself off like that. You don't need to be showing your body like that. You don't need to be posting these type of pictures like that. And you say, baby, I appreciate that you, I appreciate that, right? I appreciate that. Thank you for, telling me I'm beautiful, and thank you for supporting me. I thank you. I understand that, but F what you say. I gotta go post. I need my post. I need to feel good about myself. I need my validation. I need this, and because this is the way you feel, women, because you need that digital adultery stimulation. Is it okay for your man to cheat? Again, I'm not saying, don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it's okay for a man to be cheating. I don't want y'all to think Kuttah spoken truth and say that. I'm pointing out your hypocrisy. Your hypocrisy. You will go out there and do the total opposite of what your man is demanding, what your man is asking of you, okay? Because remember, men, they is serious about their woman. Men want exclusiveness. Men want you to himself and himself alone. And if you're going out here, you're showing off his body, because remember, okay, 1 Corinthians chapter 7 said your body belongs to him and his body belongs to you. So if that's the case, you going out publicizing your body. And let me break this down again, okay? Let me break this down again. When you go look up the etymology of the word prostitution, go fact check me. When you look up the word prostitution, it don't literally mean like we think it means today. You out on the corner selling your body to get money. Them women better than a lot of you women. But when you go look up the origins of the word prostitution, the etymology of the word prostitution, it means to expose yourself publicly. And a lot of women on Insta Live, Facebook, TikTok right now, they are prostituting their body. They are exposing their body publicly. And their man says, stop, I don't want you doing that. And you're saying, okay, I hear you, baby. And you're still doing it. And because that's the case, is your man allowed to cheat? I'm not telling it's okay to cheat. I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy of a lot of women in this day and time. You'll tell your man, I want you to be loyal to me. And man is hearing you out. Man is agreeing to you. Okay, baby, I would take you serious. I would put a ring on your finger. That's why you got all these shows, Ultimatum. If y'all got Netflix, y'all know what I'm talking about. All these shows that popping up, Ultimatum. Put a ring on it. Man is saying, I will put a ring on it. I will lock you down. But how do you expect me to lock you down? How you expect me to be loyal when you are prostituting yourself daily? Daily to other men. You know, somebody said this. Oh man, somebody in the chat, Jordan. Oh, praises to the Most High. You see that? You see what he posted? Ecclesiasticus, and it may be Sirach in some of y'all Bible, depending on what type of Bible you got. If you got the 1611 or depending on what Bible you got. And some people Bible is Sirach, and some people other Bible is Ecclesiasticus. But Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, verse 19 said, all wickedness is but little compared to the wickedness, I'm paraphrasing, of a woman. He's in the book. And this mindset that a lot of you women moving in, hear me out. You want your man to be loyal. You want your man not to have no side chick. You want your man not to have no concubine, okay? According to the Bible. And that's a whole story and a different topic in itself, because it's okay for a man to have multiple wives and concubines according to the scripture. But, but I'm just dealing with today how you women think. You don't want your man to have a concubine. You don't want your man to have a side chick. You don't want your man dealing with another woman. But yet, you move in a way that you're telling him, I don't want you to be loyal to me, even though I'm saying this out of my mouth. Huh? I appreciate that, brother, man. Brother Jordan, he knows something. Listen, a lot of you women, this is the problem. A lot of you women, you may not be cheating physically, but everybody know who have something about knowledge, wisdom, understanding to female nature, about female nature. We know that you cheat emotionally. And a lot of you women, you cheat emotionally before you cheat physically. And a lot of you women out here right now, you are cheating emotionally. And because you're cheating emotionally, you're building all these different attachments and connections with these guys because you're still moving and carrying yourself like you on the market. The question, I'm going to keep asking this question throughout this whole broadcast. Is it allowed for your man to cheat? Is it allowed for your man to cheat? Yeah, man. All praises to the Most High. And again, because I just heard, somebody in my spirit say, you could have spoken, you choose, you are condoning. No, I'm not condoning cheating. That ain't nothing, that ain't what I said. Is your man allowed to cheat because of the way you conduct yourself? I'm not condoning cheating. Okay? I'm just pointing out to you women, a lot of times you complain about this man doing this and that and other, but a lot of times it's your fault because the way you carry yourself. The way you carry yourself. Listen, let me read this right quick. I'm going to read this. Listen, a woman, according to statistics, I said over 70% of women wear makeup daily. Watch this. According to the statistics, it says over 70% of women wear makeup daily, and 60% admit it increases their confidence, primarily for social perception, not personal satisfaction. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Please help me, because I might be the one that's crazy. But sometimes I feel like I'm the crazy one. According to the beginning of times, and I tell you all the time, Kuttah spoken truth, an advocate for scripture. Don't a woman's best happiness, her most happy moments, comes from being a wife and a mother? Please help me out. Yeah, Jordan, you're right. Such is the way of adored woman. She eat and wipe her mouth and say, I have done no wickedness. Huh? And y'all know when the Bible talking about that, you know, it's talking about two. You know, a lot of times, a lot of y'all don't understand it. Sometimes the Bible has 2-4 application, 3-4 application, sometimes even 4-4 application. Right here is a 2-4 application. It talk about she wipe her mouth and say she had not done none wickedness. You know, the Bible speaks about 2 mouths, right? She's been thrown it out. They come home and talk about, I ain't did nothing. Then it talk about the mouth between her legs. Okay? A woman got 2 mouths. She got a mouth on her head and a mouth between her legs. And she be eating up all the type of digging sticks. Jordan on it, man. They throwed it out and they ride it out and talk about they ain't done no wickedness. And that's all men try to tell you, women. You got to accept accountability for something. You got to accept accountability for something. Right? Listen, we got to deal with it. Proverbs 31. I touched on this yesterday. Women, if you are moving, this is my first point. If you are moving solely off of beauty and you have made beauty your God, is your man allowed to cheat? You know, Proverbs 31 said beauty is vain, right? But a lot of you women, you only pride yourself on beauty. You don't pride yourself on being a good wife. You don't pride yourself on humbling yourself. You don't pride yourself on being a man of peace. You don't pride yourself on cooperating with the man. You don't pride yourself on following his leadership. You only pride yourself on your beauty. All of your energy, all of your efforts, everything about you is given to being beautified. And since that's the case, is your man allowed to cheat? And the answer, because he's going lacking. He's lacking out here. And because he's lacking out here, is your man allowed to cheat? Huh? Is your man allowed to cheat? Beauty is the new God for this generation. Every post, listen, every post you post where you are posting damn near new pictures, you are sacrificing your relationship with your man, because that's not modesty. Huh? You trade wholesomeness in for likes and follows. That's not modesty. You hear me? So, because your mind is predicated and only given to beauty and beauty alone, huh? Is your man allowed to cheat? Do you have the right to go to your man and say, I'm mad at you, I'm upset with you, I got a problem with you. You cheated on me. You don't love me. Well, damn it, how can I love you when you don't love yourself? I need answers. I need answers. How can I love you when you don't love yourself? You don't love yourself if you on OnlyFans and you talk about you got a man, but you on OnlyFans. You don't love yourself and you want me to love you? Huh? Beauty is your God. You're using beauty to get ahead. You're using beauty to manipulate man. You're using beauty to get money from man. You're using beauty, and your man is saying, please stop it. And now he said, this is the last time I done said something to you. I'm just trying to help you women out, because a lot of you is in this situation, and a lot of you about to face it. Your man done talk to you time and time again, but you were so taken up with beauty. You were so taken up with what beauty can take. And your man said, this is the last time I'm going to say this to you. Barbara, That's what. Listen, why you? Y'all think I'm playing? I don't know if you can hear the side effects. Let me know if you can hear the side effects. Okay. Listen, why you on OnlyFans? Why you on Insta Live try to get all this attention? Why you on Facebook posting all these halfway nude pictures? And your man is sick and tired of you. He's tired of talking to you. Guess what? He's down the street doing this to your homegirl. Why you on Instagram with all those filters because you try to get likes and followers? He was some other girl and you walked up in there and it's all year. He beating the brakes off of her because he tired. He said, listen, I try to talk to you, baby. I'm done talking. I'm done talking. That's right. Y'all hear it? Y'all hear it? Y'all can hear it? I mean, that's just reality. Let me go to the chat right quick. Listen to what Sam Fleury. All right. Sam Fleury, do me a favor, man. Subscribe to the channel, man. I like your take, man. Sam Fleury said, if a dude is not mad at his girlfriend cheating, then where? That's right. If you're not mad, but I hate to say a lot of guys don't got morals. I mean, we're living in a time where a lot of guys don't have morals. A lot of guys don't have morals. Not standing for nothing. In Isaiah chapter 62, verse 10, it said, lift up a standard for the people. A lot of guys refuse to lift up a standard for the people. All right, this is my favorite. This is one of my favorite scriptures. I'm in the chat now. Listen to what Jordan says. Ecclesiastes chapter 26, verse 25. A shameless woman should be counted as a what? Hey, Jordan, don't this make sense? Why a lot of women, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, and the women that follow them, don't it make sense that they walk around calling themselves a bad bitch? Because a shameless woman should be counted as a dog. When you go look up the word dog, the word for dog means bitch. Why did the scripture say they should be counted as a dog? Because in ancient times, a dog don't cover their shame. A dog, we have a sex out there right with you. We had a female dog, a female Rottweiler. And after that, dog get done popping off on them. No matter if you looking around, they'll let another dog, no matter if it's the breed or not, they'll let another dog come and pop her. Because when a dog is in heat, she need that. You don't want to get too vulgar. I don't want you two trying to censor me, shadow ban me, right? But when the dog is in heat, she needs that attention. She need to get that feeling off. And this is how a lot of women you are. Man is telling you, listen, I can't take you serious. You always in heat. You always in heat. What can I do with you? I can't do nothing with you. And because that's the case, women, is your man allowed to cheat? Allowed to cheat. And that's all we're saying. Like I said, my first point, beauty has become your God. And because beauty has become the God, just like the brother pointed out in Ecclesiastes chapter 26, you are like a dog. You're always in heat. Because you bow down to the image of beauty, it got you out here always in the heat for something more than just one man. One man. Right? And a lot of these people's out here messed up. Listen, number two, if you're constantly seeking attention from other men outside of your man, is your man allowed to cheat? I meet so many women. I met so many women to say, everybody want attention. You don't feel good about yourself if you're not getting attention. I say, oh, wait a minute now, ho. Do you have a man? Yeah, I got a man. What they got to do with? I said, oh, wait a minute here. You got a man and you talking about you need more attention from other men? Huh? I'm not understanding. And women, we're not trying to beat up on you. Y'all came and sent me emails saying, please help us out. It's hard out here. You do videos off the Bible. You do this. Can you start doing some takes for women? I'm doing a take for you women, and I'm giving you male nature. Man is saying, wait a minute. You mean to tell me that you got a husband at home, and you said you still need attention so you can feel good about yourself? Yeah, every woman needs to feel like they still got it. They still, But what about your man? The feel good, the attention that you get from your man, that's not enough? Huh? That's not enough? I need answers. If you need more attention, and I know I got some guys in here, they'll tell you, if you need more attention than your man, is he allowed to cheat? We try to point out your hypocrisy, because ultimately, if you need attention from other men, should your man be able to get attention from other women? Man, you should see how some of these women show up to work. They got whole husbands at home. Their whole face made up. Got all these tight clothes on. Like, what? Is you here to work or you here to be seen? Your husband ain't tell you to take that shit off? What is we doing? So if you move like that, if you need attention, constant validation, is it all right for your man to cheat? That's all we're trying to point out, women. Is it all right for your man to cheat? And a lot of you women, okay? A lot of you women, if you just catch wind by hearsay rumor that some woman was flirting with your man, oh, you're going to lose it. You're going to lose it. The first thing you're going to say, oh, that B, she thirsty. She was all up on my man. She thirsty. But you out here talking about you still need attention from other men outside of your man. That don't mean you ain't thirsty? Huh? Huh? Listen to my... Hey, you see what Manny said? They come to work made up just to, they come to work made up just to run a machine, man. A well machine. Huh? To look at parts. What is we talking about here, man? And like I said, if you catch wind that some woman is in your man's face, right, giving him attention, you gonna say she thirsty, but you're not thirsty. And you say you need more attention than what your man is giving you. So I need answers. I need you to answer this question. Is it all right for your man to cheat? All right. Number 3. We touched on it earlier, but I said we're going to go deeper into it. If you're wearing revealing clothes, is it okay for your man to cheat? Do you allow your man to cheat? I want to know. Help me out. If you wear revealing clothes, do you give your man a hard pass to cheat? You got to understand, modesty is power, man. And the first thing men that got spiritual understanding, especially like these brothers in the scripture, they know when they see a woman wearing revealing clothes, that's a sign of rebellion. You got a rebellious spirit. And then a lot of you women, you try to market it as freedom. I'm my own self. I'm in control of my own body. Huh? I can do what I have a free spirit. But then you want the man to be loyal to you. You want the man to be committed to you. Huh? But you wearing revealing clothes for everybody to see. Somebody said this on Facebook, and it was just heart-wrenching, because it's the reality for a lot of women and a lot of men that's dealing with these women. The man said, listen, fellas, it's a shame that I know how 90% of your woman's body look, and I have not got in the bed with her. Did y'all hear that? I repeat, This man, he posted a post. He said, "It's a shame, fellas. I know how 90% of your women bodies look. And I haven't been in bed with her. I haven't had sex with her." I want y'all to think about that. That's bad. And this is what man is telling you, women. This is what men say. We're tired. We're tired. Right? Listen, how you claim to be a free spirit, but yet you're going out here and expect men to be right. You're a free spirit. Hey, listen, Sam Fleury on it. And I tell people the first red sign, one of the first red signs when I hear a woman say, "Oh, I'm free spirited." Oh yeah, she's a 304. She been ran through. She a 304. When a woman says she's a free spirit, she's a 304. Huh? You see, sometimes you got to watch movies, not just to watch movies to be entertained, because there's a lot of lessons in the movie. And during that time where they was really, on the back end of the sexual revolution, but really trying to revive it, one movie that they used to push women to keep going in sexual revolution was liberalism, feminism. It was a popular movie, was Forrest Gump. And what did, I can't think of her name, Forrest Gump girlfriend, Jeannie, right? What did she say on that movie? What did Jeannie say on that movie? She told Forrest Gump that she was free-spirited. She was free. And what did Jeannie do? She slept around. She was a 304. And I'm trying to tell you, when you meet a woman, she say, I'm a free-spirited. More than likely, she's going to be, I'm not saying this is the case for all of them, but more than likely, she's going to be a 304. Huh? Sex in the City. What they say on Sex in the City. I'm free-spirited. And what they do on Sex in the City. So women, this is what you got to understand. This is what guys telling you. Oh, if you're allowed to be free-spirited, then surely, he said, am I allowed to cheat? Am I allowed to go get my rocks off? Huh? If you could do it, what about me? Huh? What about me? And I'm trying to tell you, while you out there being a free-spirited, while you out there getting, all of this attention and validation, randy revealing clothes, some woman behind the scenes is making your man feel this way. Huh? Huh? And you come home, you be like, something different about you, baby. We don't argue no more. You quiet. You don't know why you really quiet. There's some other lady got him quiet because you didn't want to listen to him. He just say, listen, I'm not about to argue with the woman. Okay, I'm not about to argue with you. No. Go ahead. Yeah, you want to do it? Go ahead. I'm cool. Matter of fact, they be praying, please let her go out today. Please let her put on some revealing clothes, because I'm talking about men that's not in the truth. I'm talking about men that have no care. I'm trying to help you out, women. Now, I'm not saying all men like this, but the vast majority of men out here, I'm telling you, this is how male nature works. They're saying, I hope she put on revealing clothes, because men by nature are competitors. Men by nature want to conquer. And when they say you don't want to do, okay, man, she put revealing clothes on. She come out this bedroom with some revealing clothes on, talking about she about to go out. Oh, yeah. They ain't gonna say nothing. They look at you. You come out there, how I look good, baby? Oh, you look good. And their mind is saying, okay, here go another reason for me to go be with my side chick. There go another reason for me to go bang her out. Okay? Baby, I'll be home at 1 o'clock. You be home at 1 o'clock? Okay. Sure, they look at the watch. Oh, shit, that's 4 hours from now. All I need is 2 hours. Women, I'm not condoning nobody cheating. I'm just telling you, a lot of times you put yourself in this conundrum. A lot of times you put yourself in a conundrum because you don't want to deal with reality. You don't want to deal with reality. So if you're wearing revealing clothes, is it okay for your man to cheat? Here go a big one. And I've been talking about it on a lot of my lives. Okay? If you don't submit to your man, is that grounds for him to cheat? If you don't submit to your man, is that grounds for him to cheat? Oh, my bad. Sal Fleury. I'm talking about Jenny. Jenny on Forrest Gump, man. Jenny on Forrest Gump, man. All right. Hey, but a lot of guys, they ain't gonna be like Forrest Gump. They're not gonna sit on the porch in their suit and they say, "Oh yeah, I'm waiting for her to come out." Oh man, no, not in this day and time. Not in this day and time. Not only no, hell no. All right. But again, number 4, if you don't submit to a man, is that ground for him to cheat? The spirit of you women that don't want to surrender, that don't want to submit to a man, is breaking down your relationship. When you refuse to submit to a man, you are rejecting him. You hear me? You are rejecting him. And you think men don't deal with rejection? Especially a high value man, especially somebody that got listen. You know, this just came on me. All right. Times is hard out here. Understand this, women. Times are hard out here. And the Most High is making it. The God of the Holy Scriptures is making it. If a man got a job, okay, because it's getting hard out here. It's going to get worse before it gets worse. If a man have a job, he's going to be considered high value in this day and time. Huh? I told y'all before that close to 400,000 women have lost their jobs already. just this year. Man is about to be up. Man is about to be winning again. Because Jeremiah chapter 31 talked about in these last days, especially over here in the Western Hemisphere, how they was going to put a woman above a man. And this wicked society has put women above men. Yeah. When you look a man in the face that's doing all he can to live right? Doing all he can to do what's right, doing all he can to provide, to protect, right? When he stand up for himself, this society will tell that man he's toxic. But things is coming back around. Things are changing. Things is changing. All right? Yeah, you're right. A lot of people, listen, a lot of people, you know, I know you had your Kevin Samuels, you got your AMS, you got your Dr. BOAs, you got other people out here that say, listen, if you Kuttah spoken truth, preachers, teachers, if you don't know the Most High, you're not high value. Simple as that. Isaiah chapter 13 said, the Most High is going to make a man more valuable than a gold or Ophir. It's over there in Isaiah chapter 13. Go check me out. So you really can't be a high value man if you don't have the Most High, because high value first starts with your mind, with your mindset, with your intellect. Okay, a lot of people look good on paper. And we ain't dealing with paper. We're dealing with being connected, right? But a lot of women, listen, get back to it. A lot of women, if you don't submit to your man, is it okay for him to cheat? I'm not condoning cheating. I'm just saying, is it okay for him to cheat? Because if you're not submitting to him, you're ultimately telling him, you're not my man. Did you hear that? I hope this light bulb go off with a lot of you women, okay? Let me repeat this. Oh, shit, we're on the wrong one. All right? I hope you're experiencing this right here, women. Let me repeat that. When you don't submit to a man, you are ultimately telling that man he's not your man. And because you're telling him that with your actions, is it okay for him to go out and cheat? Is it okay? Who in their right mind as a man, will go for that and won't eventually be You know, it's a lot of y'all say messed up or hoodwink or whatever case, mistake, whatever case may be. A lot of men, they gonna see a woman that over there catering to them. You know? Then eventually a lot of men crack down because they're like, shit, my woman at home ain't doing this. My woman at home ain't feminine. My woman at home, all she want to do is argue. And like the brother Jordan, he was in the chapter. Go read Sirach chapter 25, or like I said in some of y'all Bible, Ecclesiasticus chapter 25. The scripture said in Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, it's better to dwell with a lion and dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. So if you're not submitting to your man, if you're not submitting to your man, then why in the world you don't expect him to not go out and want to be with somebody else? Why in the world you don't expect him to go out and want to cheat? Listen, when you don't submit, you are breaking that relationship down. And you're ultimately telling that man that he's not worthy to be your leader. You're not worthy to be your leader. And if he see by your actions, he's not worthy to be your leader, eventually he's going to find somebody else that he can lead and guide. Because you don't want it. You don't want it. And number 5, I'm going to shut it down after this. Women, if you have, one of the brothers touched on this earlier in the live. Listen, women, if you have expectations without accountability, is your man allowed to cheat? Women, if you have expectations without accountability, is your man allowed to cheat? Because man is looking at you like this is delusional. She want me to cross every T. She want me to dot every I. Right? This is what she expect me to do, but she don't want to be held accountable. Listen, you can't expect men to be loyal to you, and you're not loyal. You're deceiving yourself. You can't expect men to be loyal to you, and you still showing the world that you are out on the market. You have expectations for him, but you don't want to be held accountable. And I'm so sick and tired of you women want to use guilt and shame tactics on men to absolve yourself of accountability. This is how you do it. Fellas, let me know if I'm right. This is how you do it. I'm trying to tell you, women, this is how you do it. When your man comes to you and say, baby, that dress is too tight. You shouldn't be going out like that. Oh, what's wrong with you? See, that's what I'm talking about. You insecure. You trying to absolve yourself of all accountability. No, you insecure. Listen, this dress ain't gonna do nothing to nobody. Huh? You insecure. I'm just going out with my friends. We just going up to the rooftop. But you got expectation. Oh, you go out there. I'm about to go out with my homeboys. Don't you be out there in nobody's face. No, you can't wear that cologne because that cologne gonna have girls on you. No, you can't wear that because you're supposed to only wear that when you're going out with me. No, I don't want you going to that spot because a lot of women at that spot, that's our spot. We supposed to go there together. But soon he say, baby, don't put that on. Oh, no, you insecure. You so insecure. Trying to absolve yourself of all accountability. So if you got expectations without wanting to be held accountable, is it okay for your man to cheat? Huh? All right, for those of you just coming in, man, go back and check out the live, man. This is what we talk about because a lot of women, right, they doing certain things and they don't expect their man to cheat, but what they doing is cheating in itself, cheating emotionally, cheating through validations, cheating through attention and what have you. All right, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Thanks for coming on, Kahana. I don't mean to say your name wrong. Okay, blessing from Phoenix. All blessing to you, man. May the Most High bless you. All right. Listen, when it comes to this Bible, the Bible holds both men and women accountable. And the Bible holds men more accountable than you women. Because the scripture says in 1 Corinthians chapter 11, right? First, Yahweh, the Most High God, over Jesus, Jesus over man, and man over the woman. So the man is held more accountable than you. But if you're going to be in a relationship with him and he's held accountable for you, responsible for you, then what's the problem in you submitting to him? See, y'all women, y'all like to tell other women you're weak for submitting. I ain't going to let no man tell me. Listen, it takes a strong woman to submit to a man leadership. And I got to say it out here. Women who choose to submit to a man, they deserve the world. Because sadly, in this day and time, right, for a woman to submit to a man is rare. It's rare. So a woman that submit to a man, she deserves the world. She deserves the world. And a lot of you women wondering, man, my man won't climb mountains for me. He won't even cross the street for me. Man, we're like, what? Listen, you don't even listen to me. What you? I hope you don't think you expect me to die for you. I'm not going to cross the street for you. But if you, listen, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to put you up on game, women. If you will submit to a man, listen, if you'll learn how to stroke his ego, there ain't nothing that man won't do for you. He'll go to the ends of the earth for you. Because you're rare. And especially in this day and time, dealing with the modern women, in this day and time, you're rare. So I'm so sick of tired of women on their podcasts, you women on these self-groups, these focus groups, talk about, I want a man to do this and that. How can I get a man? I'm telling you how. Submit and stroke his ego. It's that simple. It's that simple. All right. All praise to the Most High. Thank everybody for tuning in. That's right, man. He knows we're not perfect, and he knows we deal different cards and allow different leeway in different areas in our individual journey. That's right. That's right. Don't justify your sin, just self-approve. And we are here to help. We're trying to help everybody improve. We need to improve ourselves. All right? So I thank everybody for tuning in, man. We like I said, this whole month, a lot of women reach out to me to do messages. And so this whole month, I'm going to be dedicating the rest of this month to topics for women, right? And then we're going to be back to the normal way of things because this channel is pro-truth. We're trying to start a movement. We're trying to help everybody. We're trying to address all concerns. This page, this channel is to deal with everything. We're going to observe all things. So again, thanks for everybody for tuning in to the next video. All right, peace.